This is a 225 Q&A practice test. Plaintiff Attorney Mr. Andrews, capital Andrews. Defense Attorney Mr. Ryan, capital Ryan. We'll start with defense attorney. Ready? All right, so with regard to your earlier dates of where you lived or the time frames of where you lived, I'm going to change those with the new information. It doesn't change anything. It's just background. Do you need a break? Yeah, I just need to stand up for a minute. Okay. Do you need for us to stop for 5-10 minutes? No. Okay. So you were in Santa Ana Junior College. You started general ed. You were there for a year. Then you moved back out into Southern California and you continued your education. Is that correct? Correct. And where did you continue your education? At Fullerton College. And what did you study at Fullerton? Fire science. Okay, and this is about in 2009, correct? Okay, and did you, I think you may have answered this, you got your AA in fire science. Was that from Fullerton? Correct. Okay, and I think you told me earlier you got that AA in 2012, correct? Is that still correct? Correct. Okay, so you started working with CAL FIRE in 2005 after your incarceration, correct? And you finally got your AA in fire science in 2012, correct? And the last time you worked was May 2012. Is that still correct? Correct. Okay, all right. When you applied for the job as in CAL FIRE, did you apply for a firefighter position, correct? And were you hired in that fire position in 2005? Yes. Was that also a firefighter 1 position? Correct. So from 2005 when you started until May of 2012, you were a firefighter 1 position. Is that correct? No, 2004 is when I was firefighter 1. Okay, before that I was just a crew member, which is just a regular firefighter. Okay, so was this a promotion in 2008? No, it was an actual regular firefighter. 2005 when I was moved into being incarcerated, they send you to school. If you qualify, you have to qualify, and so I got the basics of firefighting. I got instead of having 67-hour academy, I think it was like a 40-hour academy that they put you through. Then you do that during your incarceration. So when I got out, I had to go get all my certifications and go apply for the job and then get hired. Okay, is a part of your academy was actually during your incarceration, not for a firefighter 1 position, just for the incarceration firefighter position. Okay, when did you go into the firefighter academy after your incarceration? 2008, the start of the year. Okay, when you applied for the job at CAL FIRE, did you fill out an application? Correct. Yes, I did. Did you have a physical exam at that time? Correct. Do you remember who did that physical exam? I don't remember, but it's a facility they send us to have a full exam done. Okay, and that would have been in 2005. Yes. Okay, let me ask, did you have work before your incarceration in 2005? Correct. What did you do before your incarceration in 2005? Caregiver. And did you work alone or for a company? Alone. And who were your clients? Elderly. And what were your clients' duties for them? Medication, medicines, daily house chores, feeding, driving, daily living. Okay, and how long were you caregiver? I did that for 10 years. So would it be fair to say you did that from about 1995 to 2005, correct? Now, you did tell me that you were incarcerated in 1991, correct, for 2.5 years, correct? So were you a caregiver before that incarceration? Yes. Okay, and then you were incarcerated and you came out of prison and you were a caregiver again? Yes. No. After the 6 months I was out before I went to the academy, I worked 3 different jobs. Okay. But prior to that, I was trained. I did some caregiving, but I've done all kinds of work. That's fine. So I've done many things, and that's part of what I've done. Okay, let's go back to that first felony conviction of strong arm robbery in 1992. Were you a caregiver before that? Correct. Okay. And were you a caregiver after that? Correct. And were you a caregiver always until your 2005 conviction? Yes. Okay. All right. And you were always an independent caregiver. Is that correct? No, not always. Oh, okay. What organizations did you work for? I don't remember. It was just in-home caregiving. Okay, that's how I started. And then I did independently. Okay, are you saying you worked for an agency? No, it wasn't an agency. It was just he's asking who did you send out to these jobs? I know my aunt started me. I branched out with her. She worked for an agency. I worked for her. It's kind. So she got the assignments. She sent you on them. Correct. What was your aunt's name? Susan Reardon, Reirden. Okay, while you were a caregiver, were you ever injured on the job? No. Okay, while you were either a crew member or a firefighter, one, were you ever injured on the job? No, never. I've reported a shoulder injury for a 24-foot shelf. That was it. And it wasn't informal, but it was never and when a claim. Okay, and when was that? I don't know. I don't remember the date. It was during my time as working. Can you estimate? I don't remember. Did you file a claim? No. Did you see a doctor? No. And what was the nature of the injury? It was just a 24-foot shelf fell on my shoulder. Did you take time off from work? No. Did your shoulder heal completely? Correct. Yes. Did you remain with any lasting effects of that injury? No. Okay, outside of work, have you ever been injured in a car accident? Yes. Can you tell me did you have more than one car accident? One accident. Okay, let's talk about the car accident. When was the accident? 2002. And were you a passenger or driver? I was a driver. And where were you driving? On the 22. And where were you going to work? And that would have been a caregiver job. Correct. The word list, we have Santa Ana Junior College, capital SANTA, new word, capital ANA, new word, capital JUNIOR, new word, capital COLLEGE, Santa Ana Junior College. Fullerton College, capital FULLERTON. Cal Fire, capital CAL, new word, capital FIRE. And that's it for the word list, and that will conclude our 225 Q&A practice test.